What's up, Mother Goblins? Welcome back to my channel. It's Remy, and today we are going to be tier ranking female main characters. And I'm very excited. These are all just characters of books that I thought of immediately when thinking of this video. Let's go over my tier list, or my tiers before going into this. So we're gonna start with S tier. So S tier is that bitch. This character is one of my all-time favorite female characters. She is that bitch. She is a baddie. She's one of my favorite characters in the series or book itself. So there's that tier, and then the A tier is Love. I love this character. They are a really good character and I enjoy reading about them, but they're not my favorite character. Love Hate. I like this character, but there's things about them and things they do that makes me want to punch them in the face. Yeah. And not in a loving, you need to get your shit together punch in the face. It's a, why the fuck would you do that? You deserve to get punched in the face. So, yeah. Anyway, and then we have Okay Girl, Give Us Nothing. That's our C tier. That's our meh tier. It's like, I felt nothing for this character. Thinking back on them, I'm like, how did I even feel about them? What did they do? You know? Anyway. And then the last tier, the D tier, is Get Off My Page. I do not want to read about you again. Get away from me. So, let's start with tier ranking. A lot of these are going to be characters you probably know. Some of them are from series that I haven't been as popular yet. So let's get into it. So the first one is Feyre Archeron. Obviously, everyone knows she's from the ACOTAR series. She's the main character in the first 3 books, and she's always going to be that bitch. Always will be that bitch. I don't care. She is the best sister of the Archeron sisters. Nesta defenders, go away. Thanks. Nesta Archeron. She's the entire reason the love-hate tier is even exists. She's the whole reason why it exists. Because I hate her. And by the end of the last book, I liked her a little bit more. But I hate her more in the last. Anyway, Macy Sorensen from Love and Other Words. I love Love and Other Words. She's definitely going in the love tier. I do love that book. I don't know if it's still my all-time favorite book. I know it's not. It's definitely not my all-time favorite book anymore, but I do love that book. I love that story. I love Christina Lauren's writing. They're such a good author duo, and I still love her as a character. Lily Calloway. Okay, I love the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. I took a step away from it after Hothouse Flower because that was not my favorite book. I don't even remember what I rated it. I think I rated it a 4-star. But I really don't enjoy Daisy and Reich's story, in my opinion. I don't really like it. I think it's kind of crazy what Daisy has gone through. But right now we're on Lily. So Lily Calloway, that bitch. Always will be that bitch. Rose Calloway, that bitch. Always will be that bitch. Daisy Calloway. Listen. Listen, all of the Reich and Daisy fans out there. Daisy is crazy. And I understand it's because of how she grew up, and I understand all that stuff, but she puts herself in ridiculous ass situations and then expects other people to get her out. Well, actually, I don't even know if she expects other people to get her out of them, but once Reich started getting her out of them, she then expected Reich to get her out of them, and it was just Reich. And then I feel so bad for Reich because he's in love with her, and she's way too young for him, and he can't help the fact that he's in love with her, and it's just awful. But guys, we didn't have to make them a couple. You know what I'm saying? It didn't need to happen. Hothouse Flower made me cringe so hard. For anyone who doesn't know, this series is a spicy series, so there are spice scenes, and those scenes made me extremely uncomfortable in this book because I still saw Daisy as a 15-year-old, even though she technically isn't in that book. She's 18, whatever. in my head, she is my little sister, and I just don't, I didn't want to read that. Like, it was not needed. It was not needed. They had way too many sex scenes, and I get that they're both very sexual people, but it was not needed. It was not needed. Oh my god, it made me cringe so hard. But I do like Daisy herself as a character, alone from Reich. Like, she has lots of flaws. Everyone in this series has lots of flaws, but she's like my least favorite sister to read about. Yes, sir. Hello. Yeah, okay. Sir, the disruption on set, we can't have that. Thanks. I care about her story and her finding herself. I don't care about her romance. Like, I don't care. And, again, she's like my least favorite character to read about, so there's that. Anyway. But I don't want people to think that I'm, like, discrediting her trauma. Like, she's gone through too much. But she's my least favorite character to read about. Anyway, Louise LeBlanc. That is from Serpent and Dove trilogy. She's that bitch. Always will be that bitch. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, Cassette Mon Voisin. This is like, this is set in France, so like I'm very bad at pronunciation. Anyway, but she's also that bitch, always will be that bitch. She's also from the Serpent and Dove trilogy. They are the best friend duo that I needed. They are. I love them so much. Nora Stevens from Book Lovers, Emily Henry's book, Book Lovers. That bitch, always will be that bitch. My favorite Emily Henry book will always be my favorite Emily Henry book. I love Nora. I don't know if it's because I related to her so much as a character, especially with the big sister aspect that she has with her, like the big sister, little sister dynamic she has with her sibling. I related so much to her, and I just remember reading it and missing my little sister, and I just felt, I just connected with that character on such a different level, and she is a bad bitch. She is a bad bitch. I'm so sorry. Daphne Vincent from Funny Story. Love her character. I love that story. I love her and Miles. They're so cute. January Andrews from Beach Read. I also love her. I honestly think, looking back on Emily Henry's books, Book Lovers, Funny Story, and Beach Read are my top 3. Book Lovers will always be number 1. I don't know if I could put Funny Story or Beach Read over one another. I like them both equally. But the rest of the books that I read in her, like, People We Need a Vacation is definitely my least favorite. And then I just read Happy Place. I really liked that. But what we're going to see with Harriet is, okay, girl, give us nothing. Because her character, like, I like the story. I loved her, like, romance with Win. So here's the problem. She's just a people pleaser, and her entire life revolved around pleasing other people, and that sucks. And like by the end of the book, she decides what she wants to do, which is great, fantastic for her. But I have no real feelings towards this character. Like, I feel bad for what she went through, but like, I don't love her, I don't hate her. The romance was super cute, but girl gave us nothing. She gave us nothing. Poppy Wright. Girl, get off my page. That is the main character from People We Need a Vacation, and I think I did rate that book like 5 stars, but I just remember her saying and doing things that pissed me off, and Alex deserved better. Sorry, said it. I said what I said. Alex deserved better. Poppy Wright, get off of my page. The fuck? Hazel Bradford from Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. That bitch. She's that bitch. That has to be 100% my favorite Christina Lauren character. I love her so much. Her and Josh are so cute. She gives Jess from New Girl vibes. Love her so much. She's amazing. So Jessica Davis from The So Many Equation by Christina Lauren. I love her, but thinking back on it, the only scene where I had like a lot of emotions towards her as a character, or I was like, okay, was when she was standing up to River because she thought River was abandoning them. Like, for the whole book, she was very much, oh, I'm gonna do what I need to do for me and my kid. Like, I don't really care about myself and my feelings. I want to make sure my kids' feelings are okay, which is like, okay, single mother, you got it, period. But that's kind of her entire character. She's a very closed off person because she doesn't want her kid to be invested in someone and then they don't stay. So I think I want to put this on Okay Girl Give Us Nothing because I didn't really see. She was also just loved numbers. Like I didn't see more of her character where her personality that I loved so much, and I feel like they could have done that more with her character, rather than her just being a nerd who wanted to protect her child. I don't know. That's just what it gives to me. Like I feel like she could have had more emotions and feelings when they went on these dates and like, oh, well, blah, blah. Like Felicity. Felicity is the personality of the duo. The Soulmate Equation and the True Love Experiment. She is the personality of both of those books. And I love Felicity. She's that bitch. Said what I said. She's my favorite character in the novel duo. And I was just so excited to read about her when in the Soulmate Equation. I was always excited when she was on my page. I wanted to read about her. I wanted her to be in the scene. Like, I love Felicity Chen. Calla Fletcher from The Simple Wild. I love her. I do love her, but she is giving, what movie am I thinking of? But it's that basic like, city girl goes to the country and like falls in love with like a country boy. But like it's not a country boy. It's not also not the country, it's Alaska. And the country boy is a pilot. And I love that book. There's a series, but I loved how the first book ended. I really didn't feel the need to continue the series. So, her and Jonah, so cute. How I felt about her is, like, I do love, this is so sad, because it's kind of how I feel about Jessica. Like, I love her as a character. I love her and Jonah together. I think their moments were, actually, I think their moments were kind of funny. Like, I might keep her in love. Because she did, I feel like, showed a lot of personality. Like, she was really in love with fashion, and her and Jonah would make jokes and pick on each other. She literally shaved off his beard while he was sleeping. Oh my god, that was the funniest fucking scene. I'm remembering the book. It's been a while since I read it. Sir, did you want to just be famous? You can be famous. Look, say hello. Say hello. He likes to sit on my desk and look outside. He's upset that he can't do that right now. So, anyway. Next one, Abby Bly. Girl, I don't even know if I want to put her Get Off My Page or Girl Give Us Nothing. Because she is just... I think I'm going to put her in Okay Girl Give Us Nothing because that's what she gave, was nothing. She is a study abroad student who is learning about... who is like a European history major. So she went to London to study about European history, and she ends up accidentally rooming with 3 men when she thought they were all female, like she thought they were all women, and then she meets them and they're all men anyway, and then she falls in love with them. Anyways, there's a love triangle with whatever. There's like this background. I gave it a 2.5 stars. It was okay. I don't recommend it, to be honest, but it's from Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, she was just... all of the characters were kind of nothing characters. They were either, like, assholes or, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting Abby Bly in Okay Girl Give Us Nothing. Her whole personality was that she loved art and history and that her dad was famous. So, yeah. Anyway, Clementine West. This is from The 7-Year Slip. And I loved that book reading it. I loved the whole story. But looking back on it, I also feel the same way about her that I do feel about Harriet from Happy Place. Like, she just, at the end of the book, figured out that she hated her job. And, like, it gave, like, very people-pleasing vibes. Like, I don't really... The whole thing was that, like, she would go out to go to work and then come back, and then she might be in the different timeline with, what's his face, and then, like, she had to do this project with work with his his present self and all this stuff. But I don't remember any of her, like, actual personality. I felt like we focused more on the time travel aspect and, like, the, like, kind of relationship forming and her being, like, oh, he doesn't actually love me because he never looked for me, or whatever. And it was more so we focused on the guy and his, like, dreams and desires and whatever, while Clementine's going through this grief. And I just feel like we don't show her personality does not show through. And the fact that she is commitment issues, that's also one thing that I remember about her. So we're gonna do Okay Girl Give Us Nothing, because I feel absolutely nothing about you. Sorry. Evie Sage from Assistant to the Villain. The Assistant to the Villain trilogy is my all-time favorite. It is literally the book I use for my profile picture. I love this series so much. I'm so excited for the last book to come out in August. I'm so excited and yet so fucking sad that it's ending, but I love Evie Sage. She is that bitch. Tristan Mavrin is my man. So sorry. Love him so much. That's my man. Anyway, Magnolia Parks. Listen. Magnolia Parks. I just read Magnolia Parks, and I'm also in the middle of reading Daisy Hates right now. She's that bitch. She's that bitch. She has her flaws, right? Listen, she has her flaws, but I understand her. I do. I really do, and I love her so much, and she is that bitch. For real. She really is. Daisy Hates. Same way how I feel about Daisy Calloway, really. Love-hate. I understand her trauma, I understand what she went through. I think it's really sad. She's not my favorite character to read about. What I really hated about going into Daisy Hates was the cliffhanger that happened in Magnolia Parks at the end, and now I'm reading a book that's the same timeline over, but in different characters' point of views. The only thing I'm excited about is Christian's point of view, and scenes from Magnolia Parks in Christian's point of view. That's the only parts of Daisy Hates that I'm really excited about. I also really like Julian and Daisy's, like, sibling dynamic. I'm a sucker for sibling dynamics, so those are the things I love about that book, but Daisy is not my favorite character to read about. Honestly, every time it's like her chapter, I just don't really want to read. Which is why I haven't finished it in 2 weeks. But anyway, again, I have a love-hate relationship with her. There's something she does where I'm like, period, yeah, get 'em, clock it. Anyway, and then there's other points where I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, get over yourself for like 5 seconds. So, yeah. I just feel bad for Christian, to be honest, even though he's also toxic, and sometimes I'm like, Christian, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Why would you say that? Why would you think that? He doesn't even, like, why? Anyway, Avery Grahams from the Inheritance Game trilogy. Get the fuck off my page. I liked her in the first 2 books, but by the last book, I really wanted her to shut up. Like, girl, what are you even talking about? Like, the last book was such a flop for me. I did not like it. I had to listen to the audiobook to even get through it. Like, no. It ended awfully. And Jennifer Lynn Barnes tried so hard to keep the love triangle alive when it died in the second book, when she chose a brother. Like, I don't understand why she tried so hard to keep it alive. I don't get it. Anyway, last 2, Phoebe Walsh and Lauren Fox. These are both Alicia Thompson characters. Phoebe Walsh is from Love in the Time of Serial Killers. I gave that a 4.5. But I think I'm going to put both of these characters in Okay Girl Give Us Nothing, because I don't remember things about their character, like, at all. Like, I don't remember feeling anything. I remember feeling things about the romance, itself, and how that was coming about. But I don't remember actually feeling things for the characters. I love very, like, layered characters. And, like, again, some of these characters that I put in the love-hate area are layered characters, but I just don't personally like them as much as characters. But in the Okay Girl Give Us Nothing, these characters just feel very flat to me. They don't feel like they have a lot of layers. Like, for example, Harriet. There is layers somewhat when it comes to, her relationship with her parents and how she's, like, been people-pleasing her entire life, but that's kind of it. Like, I don't remember seeing any part of her personality. Like, that book was mainly focused on the friend group and her and Wynn's, like, kind of second chance romance aspect, and then by the end it talks about her love for pottery and all that stuff, and that's kind of the only kind of glimpse of her that we see. I don't really feel like we see a lot of her. But anyway, I just felt like that's how I feel about all the characters that are in Okay Girl Give Us Nothing. I don't want people to think I hated those characters. I just didn't care. It's not that I didn't care. Like, while I was reading it, I did care. I cared about what they were going through, but they were just felt very flat. I felt like they could have added more little something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is my tier rank list, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube things you know how to do, and I will see you this week. And yeah, I'll see you this week again for another commentary video. I just want to give you guys a shout out. Like, thank you guys so much. I'm actually filming a vlog right now, and I talk more about it. That vlog's gonna be posted next week, but I am so grateful for all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. My last video did so well, better than I ever thought it would, and I have a new commentary video coming out this week, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, and stay tuned for that. Subscribe, click the notification bell, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my latest video. I'm going to put it in the cards up here, and wherever it is, in one of these sides. Hi. So my camera cut out and did not finish recording the outro. As you can see, it abruptly cut off. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube things you know how to do. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.